that point, I decided, okay, I've had enough. And honestly, it took a breaking point of one day I just snapped and was like, you know what? This sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. And I quit the job that I had literally relocated halfway across the country. I didn't have any kind of a backup plan, but I just knew that it wasn't what I wanted anymore. I ended up doing the same thing. I moved to Texas and I'd never even been to Texas before. I just kind of, showed up. I got into a little bit of a habit. I started doing well again. And then that kind of ran its course. I got this opportunity then to relocate here to San Antonio back in 2019. And same thing. This is a pattern that keeps reoccurring. Like you said, I came to San Antonio. Ruben, I've never been here before in my entire life. I don't know a single person. I have no connections. I was here to resurrect a roofing company that had been out of business. We bought a company. I was coming down here and I'm going to completely resurrect and rebrand this business, but I don't have any way to really get started. So again, I get into a pattern of basically, depression. I'm going to be honest. It was a deep depression. I can't figure out what I need to do to get to the next step, and I can't figure out how to get there, and I don't have anybody to reach out to. So I start developing these poor habits where my best friend was coming home and watching TV and eating, and food became kind of a crutch for me. And I remember about 4.5 years ago, I had gotten myself around some much better people and I had started to develop some relationships here in San Antonio and just around where I'm at. And I was going to do a speaking engagement. And the first thing that caught my attention was they make the little facial cards that you can, put up the ad, Chuck's going to be speaking at this event. And I looked at myself on that picture and I'd never really noticed it until that day. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, right? I was so fat. Like my face was humongous. I was miserable. I was not enjoying anything that I was doing. And that day I made this decision and it was like, you know what? You've got to change the environment. You've got to change what you're doing, your habits. If you keep doing this, you're going to burn out. You're going to have the same issue. So I start going for a couple years, right? I lost 100 pounds.